It's true, the year is winding down. Time to think about some New Year's resolutions. Joining us with more, life coach and personal effectiveness trainer, Robin H.C. Good to see you. Just a few weeks until the start of the new year, and it's time to think about who we are, what we are. And let me begin by asking about you. You know, we do enjoy all of the information that you impart on this show. Tell me your own background, and what does it mean to be a personal effectiveness trainer?
Personal effectiveness trainer. Well, really, I help people just get to where they want to be in life and sort of bridge the gap with their goals. You know, they've got all these ideas of what they want to do. My background is really personal development, psychology, and human resources.
Do you go to school for something like that, or is it life that teaches you that?
You can go to school for that, for a lot of the coaching techniques, but really a lot of it is life. You know, and experiencing it and working with people and sort of finding results that work and techniques that work.
When you talk to people about what their goals are, do you sort of get in touch with your own feelings, or do you have to stay separate and just make sure that your feelings don't come into play?
Yeah, well, often, there's certain people that I'm not able to coach because it may be a situation that I'm struggling with myself, so that it's a little too close. But it also, at the same time, you know, when one of the clients I coached around weight loss, I was out, you know, working out 6 days a week and just really trying to experience what she was struggling with, you know, so it certainly benefits me personally to do that.
So as a life coach, you almost live the life of your client in order to understand what they're going through.
A lot of the time, yes.
Do you believe that it's good to make New Year's resolutions? And I know people ask that all the time. Should I, will I, could I, and can I keep them?
I think it's great to make resolutions, and we don't have to necessarily wait for January 1st to do this, that we can do this throughout the year and just look at our life and create goals. But it is, you know, the time of year when most people will actually put something on the line and say, hey, I'm going to address this issue. So that's what I wanted to look at today is sort of, you know, as we look at the new year, what are we tolerating in our lives? And, you know, in all the areas of our life, like is it that overspending and debt? Is it health and nutrition and exercise? Could be smoking. It could be a career change. It could be that you have a disorganized house and you have had for ages,
or
right?
a bad relationship, or bad family relationship as well.
Exactly. Yeah. And, you know, a lot of people stay in relationships because of their comfort zone, you know, so it could be that. So right now what we want to do at this time of the year is just start to define what are some of the areas where I could develop in my life, and what are, you know, say 3 that I'd like to take on.
So you figure that out. We're coming up to December the 31st. So you wake up in the morning, January the 1st, hopefully not hungover. You've had a good, nice,
right.
easy night. How do you then take those steps without putting too much pressure on yourself?
Well, I think the steps begin now, is looking at those areas and then maybe making a list of the areas you want to address, and also what are some of the potential solutions and remedies for those areas. And you also want to start using your imagination and visualize, because that actually engages the subconscious to focus.
How do you do that?
That is, because some people are very good at this and some aren't so good at it.
I get bored and I start thinking about movies and what I have to do in the day, and I just lose track of myself.
Yeah, well, it's maintaining a focus. Really, it's active daydreaming, which we were sort of taught not to do as a child, right? It's like, stop that daydreaming. It's actually one of the best things we can do in terms of supporting ourselves to manifest our goals.
So do you sit quietly, close your eyes, and think about what life would be like with the changes that you want to make?
Absolutely, yeah. And ideally with anything, to the subconscious, it takes its cues ideally when the mind and the body is most relaxed. So the more relaxed you are, the more, you know, if you're in sort of a relaxed environment, and then you start to visualize it, not necessarily while you're in traffic or, you know, doing something. You're going to get more out of it if you're in a relaxed state.
Or about to throw to a commercial break, which is where we are right now.
Okay.
I think I'll do my visualization tonight when I get home from work.
Great.
Good stuff, Robin. Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Thanks, Ann.
We have Money News coming up with BJ after the break here on CP24. Stay with us.